Good morning, this is Sarah, your imperfect carnivore in the UK. Going out tonight, being taken out for a beef meal by my friend. Looking forward to that. This video is, does Veganuary create ex-vegans? Now there's a reason I love Veganuary. You think I would hate it, wouldn't you? But I don't hate it because I believe it creates ex-vegans. You know, we've got these bullshit propaganda documentaries on the TV that they listen to called like Cowspiracy, what the hell, knives over forks, forks over knives, whatever. And now we've got that lovely new, we had Game Changers, didn't we? And now we've got, what's that other one they've brought out? You Are What You Eat. All plant-based, all run by vegans. You've got Michael Greger on there. Follow the money, guys. Follow the money. Now we've got Veganuary and loads of people jumping on the bandwagon. I personally think that Veganuary creates ex-vegans, and this is why I think it. And I think it because of the fact when you give up dairy and when you give up eggs, your life becomes, well, for a start, you eat a lot more toxic food, but I'll get into that in a minute. But your life becomes difficult, and you also have to go through quite a serious withdrawal with the dairy. Last year I managed 160 days dairy-free. The vegans are going to love that, aren't they? Yay! She didn't eat dairy for 160 days. The cows didn't get exploited. That's nice. So I'm virtually vegan, aren't I? But what I did notice is that even though last year was a really, really great year for me in how many days I ate just meat, there were days when I didn't. Not that many of them. It's getting less every year. But there were days when I was out in search of a treat, particularly when I was on holiday with my son in Portugal, and probably another couple of days, you know, when I was having a hard time later in the autumn. But what's interesting is that I then went in search of dairy-free food. Treat food, specifically treat food. It's hard. All these new people that think they want to be vegan, first of all, you gotta get through the withdrawal symptoms. Then you're going to find treat food. You are going to find treat food because when you are carbohydrate and sugar fueled, your body just desires you to eat that stuff all the time. And if you're living with other people or working with other people, treat food's going to come out. You're going to want your own special version. So what do? So you go rocketing around the supermarket trying to find something. It's hard. I couldn't find it. Very few vegan treat foods out there. And when you do find them, they're full of seed oils, which I personally believe, and my personal opinion, I have no science on this, but I think seed oils are carcinogenic. So, and the reason I feel that in my heart is because my husband has a vehicle that will run on seed oils. He can run one of his vehicles. He's got an agricultural vehicle that he can run on seed oil, vegetable oil. We don't do it because the powers that shouldn't be have got wise to that and put the price up so that it's pretty much the same price as petrol now. So it's just not worth it. So it's easy just to go to the petrol station. But also we're thinking, if you can run a vehicle on that and it's gone through that many processes, we're not going to put it in our bodies. So then what do? Just don't have any treats. And if you end up eating candy and sweets, most of them have got gelatin in, so then you've got to find ones that don't have gelatin. And I personally think, this is my opinion, that the average person on the street who just fell into Veganuary just because they heard it on the radio is going to quit before the end of January even. I do actually know one person in my personal life, I'm not going to mention names, I wish I could because then it makes it more true, but she was vegan last January, but she quit in February. She's now doing it again, and I'm pretty confident that by February she will already have quit again. I also have another vegan friend who started on the vegan trail. I know for a fact that she's back on meat, and another friend who went down the vegetarian route and is now back on meat. So I know 4 ex-vegan/vegetarians already, and that's just not all the people I don't know. My thinking is people jump in it and will quit. So let's just look at some random figures. Let's just make some crap up just to make it easy to understand. I personally think, imagine 100,000 Brits suddenly becoming vegan this month because of Veganuary. I think that they will, one, hate the withdrawal. If you can get through the dairy withdrawal, you're a champ. Because I found it hard. I got through it. I don't know a lot of people that would be able to cope with that. I don't know an awful lot of people that are willing to give anything up. And sometimes when you give things up, you can have pretty brutal withdrawal symptoms, and that's quite hard. And then you've got to go out looking for your treat food. What's your alternative? you know, while you're missing out on those normal ice cream, you now got to go and find vegan ice cream. Have you seen the ingredients in that? Are you 100% sure that's safe for your body? Do you know for sure? And cakes. Once you take the butter and the eggs out of cakes, what's it made of? Look at the ingredients. Have a look. Things I don't want to put in my body, and I don't think anyone should be putting in their body, but it's up to you. You're an adult. Do it. Then you've got the inevitable health problems that's gonna come. And and I love the ex-vegan community. They're my favourite sort of people because they are cross. I know some ex-vegans in real life and I know some ex-vegans online, and they're all really angry with the way that they were manipulated by the likes of Cowspiracy and knives over forks or forks over spoons, whatever it's called. They were manipulated into giving up proper human food, and they're now pretty cross. And so if every year, just in the UK, we've got 50,000 new ex-vegans every year, and in the rest of the world, more than that because the population's higher, it's not going to be long before the ex-vegan community becomes bigger than the vegan. The ex-vegan community may already be bigger than the vegan community, but it's very, very difficult to measure. People are not always honest. You know, I like to talk in truth. I like to tell the truth about my journey. Not everyone will. A lot of people won't even document their journey. They'll just be doing Veganuary quietly and then quitting and not really talking about it and just getting on with their life, pretending no one's noticed that they've quit, which is highly likely, I would say. So in my opinion, I love Veganuary. I love it because it creates ex-vegans, because giving up dairy and eggs is hard. Giving up dairy and eggs means you are now limited to your treats, so you've got to now go and create them. How many vegans just eat fruit and veg? How long do you think you can last on that? And then you're going to get your fake proteins to try and make up your proteins. I think that we're on the, what day is it now? 6th of Jan? I'm guessing that a good quarter to a third of the people that jumped on the Veganuary train have already jumped off it. Do I have any evidence? No. But after going out and trying to live dairy-free as a carb eater and going through the withdrawal and trying to find nice things to eat, we're in January, people are waiting for payday. How many people in the UK do you think are going to stay strict vegan going through all that? At least one person's quit. And that's another person in the ex-vegan community, and they shout loud because they're cross, they're angry. And I can't wait for that community to be so big we can no longer ignore it. And I think it's the ex-vegan community that's going to kill this fad. That we're all plant-based. We're not plant-based. And before I go, I'd also like to talk about the fact that before many of us that have become carnivore, we were virtually plant-based. I know people that do eat meat but have many days when they don't even eat meat. The meat consumption is down, but disease is up. How are we still blaming meat for diseases when we're not even eating the meat anymore? So I love Veganuary. I love it. I was cross about it on the first, but then I came to my senses and realised that it creates ex-vegans. It's got to. And I can't wait for that community to absolutely explode. And you can't ignore it forever. Of course, they were doing it wrong, weren't they? They were doing it wrong. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you, vegans. They were doing it wrong. You have an amazing day, whatever it is you decide to eat. You're an adult. You can eat whatever you like. I just don't like this push to not eating our proper natural human diet, and I will speak out about it because I hate the war on meat, which also means the war on life. So you have an amazing day. You eat whatever you like, take care of yourself and thrive. Take care, bye.